Today, I'm going to go ahead and apply Opus 4.8, their brand new model, Claude's brand new model, to Polymarket, specifically Polymarket trading bots, because my name is Moondav and I build trading bots here. I believe code is a great equalizer, but that's actually becoming, I believe, AI is a great equalizer because AI allows us all to code, even you. Just you have to be unscared for a second. I know it's scary to learn how to code, but you don't have to know how to code anymore. You just have to know how to install Claude Code. So I'm going to show you how to use Opus 4.8 here for Polymarket, building different Polymarket bots here right now. But first, I think the most important thing is that you get Claude Code installed, because everything I'm going to build today is using Claude Code. You can see I actually have 6 Claude codes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't have them all open. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and be using 6 Claude codes. So I want to get you set up with at least one. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open your terminal. So how do you do that? You just type in terminal to your computer. If you're on Mac, you can use Spotlight, Command Space, yada, yada. But this is scary and I get it. But if you get past this part, then you're going to be able to build anything that I build every single day. And today I'm going to be using their newest model, 4.8, to make bots that I have better. And that's the thing, dude. That's the crazy thing. They're just working so hard to make our production systems better and better and better, right? Because ChatGPT drops 5.6, Opus drops 4.8, and they're competing to make our stuff better. Essentially, that's how I look at it, at least. So let's go ahead and first off get Claude Code installed on your computer. Okay, so it's really not hard. I'm trying to show this every single day because I have a friend that's a PhD, and I think he's very smart. He's been going to school forever. He should be smart by now. But he told me he was using AI to code, and then he showed me how he uses AI to code, and it's just like finish the sentence. Claude Code install. It's not even Claude Code. They're not even using Claude Code. So the schools are cooked. So I need to go ahead and teach this every single day. All you have to do is type in Claude Code install onto Google. There's going to be 2 options, Mac or Windows. If you're on Mac, just copy this. If you're on Windows, just copy that. I'm on Mac. Go to terminal here and paste this in. It will install everything you need. Once that's installed, type in Claude. It will open up Claude. Say, yes, I trust. And then you're going to be at this position that I'm at here for the rest of the stream. You're going to be here and you're going to be able to build whatever you want to build. Okay. So that's imperative that you do that right now. If you don't have Claude Code, pause the video, go type in Claude Code install. Go ahead, and if you're on Mac, I hope you're on Mac. If you're not, that's okay. Someday get on Mac and put in the Windows. Okay. You have to sign up for Claude Code. It's like $20 a month. Yes, I know it's money, but dude, you have to trust me, bro. I used to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month paying developers on Upwork. Your alternative is go hire somebody to try to build these bots for you or build whatever you want to build for you. Claude Code is $20 a month. Get that. Okay, so you can see here, there's a ton of different ideas here that we can build for. Today, what I want to build for is a weather idea. I've seen some of my weather bots do really well. All of the bots that I have running right now on my account, I've built live on YouTube because I believe AI is a great equalizer. I believe if I show everything, you're going to build much better than I will, and we will all share ideas in the Discord. So that's why I share everything. I do leak edge. Of course I do. Of course I leak my edge. Of course. But that's okay. It's worth it to me because then I get to be around intelligent people like yourself that are working on great ideas as well. And I learn from you. So what I want to do is apply Opus 4.8 immediately to a couple of these Polymarket ideas. Let's go ahead and put Opus there or Polymarket there. And let's also put Polymarket here. Okay, let's go ahead, and that actually didn't work. So let's go ahead and open it up here and put it in both of them. I want to have Opus on two Polymarket tabs here because I want to give her 2 different ideas. Okay, so you can see 4.8 is here. Opus 4.8, beautiful. I want you to go ahead and look at my weather bots, and I want you to take them to the next level. I want you to give me your 3 absolute best ideas how to take the weather bots to the next level. Right now, we're predicting the weather model, and you can see what we're doing. And I want you to go ahead and give me the 3 best ideas to take it to the next level. Thank you. I'm going to do the same exact prompt here I want you to launch 3 agents to come up with 3 ideas for each of, yeah, 3. Each agent will have 3 of their best ideas to take it to the next level, squeeze extra alpha out of how we're currently approaching the weather markets. The weather markets are doing well for us, but I want you to go ahead and take this to the next level. Okay, and I'm going to do that for that. I'm going to actually go ahead and do it for the tennis bots as well. So go ahead and look at my tennis bots here, and I want you to take it to the next level. You're a newer model, you're smarter. I want you to go ahead and use 3 agents to go ahead and figure out 3 different ideas to take this to the next level. Pull more alpha out of these bots, and then pitch them to me, and then we'll go ahead and build a couple of them. Thank you. And as we speak, there's also a short squeeze going on here. On Hyperliquid, you can see a bunch of people just got liquidated, and you can see there's a $1.2 million liquidation here at 68.86. I think it got moved because he had to sell some of it. Yeah, you can see it moved a bit, so it's at 69 now. I used Claude Code to build this as well. So now Claude Code is going through and doing what I just told her to do, and you can see it here working on both of them. I launched 3 agents for each idea. And one thing I do want to do here is, let's see if I can pull this up on this as well. Computer cleaner, Hyperliquid, position map. Let's go ahead and put that here. I'm going to use Claude Code as well here. So that's the cool thing about Claude Code is I don't have to watch it. I don't have to do it. I don't have to do anything. She's just cooking. I gave her the prompt. If you can speak, you can do this. As long as you can speak, you can do this. If you can't speak, you can still do this because you can probably type. Because I know there's some people that can't speak. It's fine. You can type. As long as you can think, you can do this. Okay, so what I've noticed sometimes is, for example, it will show on the actual grid. You can see the screenshot here. 68.6 is where he gets liquidated at. But then when I click into the actual position and trade he has, it's much higher. It's like he sold some of it. For example, sometimes what happens is on Hyperliquid, they'll liquidate part of your position, and then your liquidation price will move. So it seems like when we click into it, we're getting the freshest data, but on the outside, we're not. So I need you to go ahead and update that and fix it. Here's the screenshot you can see.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm going to die. It's really that simple.
It's really that simple. So let's go ahead and give her the screenshot here because this is a weird little problem. So I actually need to screenshot it again here. So while she's cooking on 2 different ideas, I'm cooking on a 3rd. That's quite amazing. You ask me. But one more time here. There she is. There she goes behind my thing here. Okay. So you can see here. Okay. Boom. Bada boom, bada bang. Okay. Now it updated. Damn. Okay. So it's just late. It's delayed. It seems like a little delayed. But I got the screenshot that I needed at least. So it seems like there's just a few minute delay there. Okay, let's see what she does. API error over here. Oh my goodness. Run it back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's running through here. Let's go ahead and see here. She said, I've got the full picture. Here's what your tennis setup currently is. Current WTA stink bid strategy. Find today's WTA markets. Pick favorite, higher, yes. Price, place a flat $10 bid, 30% below best bid. Refresh every 15 minutes. Bid only pre-match, first and second set. Okay. Stop at third set. Hold to expiration. Never sell. 3 account variations. Okay. Plus a read-only scanner. Actual P&L, WTA went roughly 8 wins, 6 losses, plus 11. Net win rate is 57%. Marginally profitable. The core thesis: favorites who drop a set often come back, but it's leaving money on the table. Flat sizing, no selling, 15-minute refresh, bids every favorite blindly. Now, let me spin up 3 agents, each in a distinct alpha lane so they don't overlap, each researching tennis specific edge. Okay, perfect. All 3 agents are back. And then I got 3 agents over here as well on my weather bots. And then down here, I've got her working on something else. So you can see, like, this takes you from non-coder to like 10x developer, because prior developers couldn't even code this fast. And now you can as a non-coder, which is crazy. Crazy, crazy world, dude. So 3 ways to pull more alpha from your WTA bots. Your current bot works, but it's leaving money everywhere. It bids every favorite at a flat negative 30%, flat $10 on a slow 15-minute loop. Then holds to expiration and never sells. 57% win rate. 11 net, basically noise. Each agent attacked a different leak. So the leak this agent idea came up with, the bot bids a favorite down a set, the same as a favorite cruising. And the 15-minute loop misses the brief panic dips it's trying to catch. That's a good point. The play, read ESPN's per set line scores, free. To know the set score, end game, lead in the live set. Okay. Favorite up a set, tighten to 12%, bid more. Down a set, don't bid. Honest catch, ESPN gives set plus games, but no serving / breakpoint data. That needs API at tennis, which is 40 to 80 bucks a month. Okay, value 2, fair value ELO model. Okay, this is interesting. Smart selection. The leak, the bot has 0 view on whether a price is actually wrong. It's market following with a limit order. Damn, she's overloaded again. This is embarrassing for her. Come on, Claude. Come on, Opus. I was saying the schools were cooked for not teaching you. But at least it worked up here. Why WTA specifically? Published research shows ELO is unusually strong for women's tennis. 70 to 74% pick. Okay, let's go ahead and implement ELO immediately. Which of the 3 ideas should I build? I want to start with ELO. The ELO model. Let's go ahead and start that. Next. How do you want me to start on whatever you pick? New file, keep old. Yes. Submit answers. Okay, so let's look at the 3rd idea. So active position management, smarter exits plus sizing. So the leak, the biggest one, every fill rides to a binary 0-1, and it's a flat $10 regardless of how cheap it's filled. The play, a fill only happens after a dip below fair value, and the favorite usually recovers toward fair value mid-match before the outcome is decided. So sell 50% when the price doubles. That could be good. Favorite down a set in the 3rd or price negative 40%, cut it instead of ride to 0. Okay, that could also be smart. laddered entries, negative 20%, negative 33%, negative 48% instead of one bid. The math, manage exits, turn negative 100 losers to negative 50. That could be good as well. So I want to go ahead and do the third. When you're done with this, I want to go ahead and do the third idea as well. So build that bot out and then send it back to me. Thank you. So you can see here, I can just jam out all day and just come up with new ideas and then just build them. Build, baby, build. Learn, baby, learn so you can earn, baby, earn. So I'm going to go ahead and get the keys in the chat as well, because every day I do a Zoom call here and the people in the Zoom are the ones that can speak to me and ask questions and all that good stuff. But also on top of that, I put my API keys in here for the MoonDev API. You can check out the MoonDev API. Let me go ahead and get those keys set up for you. That's just a bonus for coming through live. So I've got my other Claude code here, getting the keys for you. It's crazy. We use Claude for everything. For everything, everything, everything. Literally everything. Because why wouldn't we? So now you know how to set up Claude code. Terminate that. Okay, new key is active. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and put that key in the chat. As I said, when you come into the Zoom live here, I'll have another one tomorrow. You get the keys as well. So let me go ahead and get that in the chat here. Much love to everybody. 777. 777. What's up? What's up? Mal, Paul, Chad. Good morning. GM. Let's see how she's doing. We've got 3 different Claudes running here. Okay, and my key expired because I just put in a new key. Beautiful. So I use the same key as you. So if it goes down, I'll make sure it stays up. Damn, this one's still overloaded. It looks like everybody's trying to use Claude on a Saturday morning. Insane, dude. I don't see that often anymore. That used to be a thing, but not really anymore. Right now, I'm building out a tennis
quote that
spot.
said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
So she's building out the WTA ELO model builder right here. And after this, I'm just going to send in that next prompt and just keep going in this circle. But now you know exactly how to use Claude Code. I showed you how to get it all set up. You can see here, I give the app out as well. If you do want to use 6 Claude codes like I am, that's fine. I just put it in the chat. I give that out to the people who show up live. You can see she's just going to cook through. Okay, now we're going ahead over here and looking through the weather bots. Again, I built both the tennis bots and the weather bots here live on YouTube, as I believe code is a great equalizer, and I know I leak edge. I get that. That's fine, because at the end of the day, if I share you literally the things I'm actually running, building, testing, then you're going to come up with even better ideas, and you'll probably be one of my next testimonials here on the right side. So, by the way, I do have the Memorial Day sale that is closing here. Let's see how long until it closes. moondev.com/memorial. It's $400 off. It closes in 65 hours. So put your timers up. Put your timers up. It's $400 off. This is where you're going to learn exactly how to get your trading bots live. Nobody else will show you this in the world. Nobody in the world, dude. Nobody in the world. Nobody in the world in their right mind is going to show you this. So I'll show you exactly how to get your bots live. Okay. All right, MoonDev. I read through the entire weather stack, weather No G. Okay. What you're doing right now, one forecast per city. So I use Open Mateo. If you need to get forecasts, that's a alpha right there. Open Mateo. Edge or idea one, trade the full probability distribution, not a point estimate. Weather markets are a probability distribution over tomorrow's high. So model it that way. Pull the 51 member ensemble per city, build the actual probability of the daily high landing in each bucket. For every bucket, compute edge equals model probability minus market probability. By no, where the market overprices yes, and by yes, where the market underprices it. Right now, you only ever take no. Size by edge. No, I don't want to do that one. I like the no side. Intraday live high anchoring. A daily high market is a truncating distribution. Once it's 3 p.m. and the high so far is 14, every bucket below 14 is impossible. It must resolve in no. At 99 cents and any sub 14 bucket still trading at 80 cents is free money. The crowd is too slow to reprice. Interesting. Your current 30-minute uniform loop ignores this entirely. This single change probably beats idea one on its own. Close the loop, P&L tracking. I want to do number 2. That one looks the best. So let's go do that. Okay. Let's just go ahead and start with that. Beautiful. Okay. And let's see what she finished it up here. And she's still overloaded. This girl. Embarrassing herself. I don't work for Claude, so I just use Claude. All right. So let's see here. Looks like she did it. She built it. So what I did, 3 agents each researched a distinct alpha lane on your tennis bot. And then we picked idea number 2, which is ELO fair value model. Built as new files, leaving your OG, April, etc. still untouched. So WT ELO is what we just built. Downloads real WTA data. Rolls 530 style decay ELO forward overall plus per surface. Okay, so we have the model, which is the brain, and then we have the bot, the trader. Compares ELO fair value versus Polymarket price on both sides of every match. Only bets when edge is over 5 cents. The bug caught in dry run. Live testing on today's real market exposed the Polymarket list already finished matches. Well, that's lame. The bot wanted to dump 500 shares on Eva at 3 cents, a player who'd already lost. After the fix, the only live bet it fired was one clean one. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get this on the I'm going to write this down because now I have this I can test here. So I'm going to go ahead and write it down first because then I can come back to it and test it. Now, I don't know if you know my process. I do give you the roadmap when you join. So for those that are in here right now, you can see the roadmap. This is my process of automated trading, moondapp.com/roadmap. When you come to the Zoom, I just try to give you a ton of bonuses. One is the API and another is the roadmap. And these are the other two. But this bonus roadmap will show you my framework that I follow, which is coming down to researching ideas, coming up with ideas. Like today, I just came up with an idea. Like go through and figure out based off of what I have in the past, what I'm doing with the tennis, and then go ahead and make it better. Okay, then I'm backtesting those ideas. A lot of these can't be backtested, unfortunately, because it's Polymarket, but then I incubate. So the next step here is incubating with small size. And the reason I use small size is because I don't know if it's actually going to work in the future. And a lot of people will just tell you that, oh yeah, the backtest is going to go ahead and print you money. It's like, that's not true, dude. It's not true. So I like to be authentic here and show you what actually the actual process I do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start this next bot. So you can see I'm moving on to another bot. So Claude Code is able to build anything that I please. And she's giving me great ideas here as well. Okay, the grid lick price comes from the snapshot that lags partial liquidations. The fresh value needs one hyperliquid clearinghouse call per trader. How aggressively should I refresh? So the architecture, the grid, render on snap shows p.lick price from the moondev API. Cache 30 seconds in the worker, okay. The detail drawer fetches fresh liquidation from Hyperliquid per trader. We need to talk about this a little more. Tell me more about this. Are we using the Hyperliquid API for part of this? Because I do get rate limited when I'm using the app now. So this is actually a whole nother maybe kind of problem we need to address prior to moving forward. Can you tell me what uses the moondev API versus which is using the Hyperliquid API? Because if we're looking at price on the Hyperliquid API, we could move that to the moondev API, and that will make it so I don't run into these rate limits, you know? So you just can't have a workflow like this without using Claude Code. I'm sorry, you can't. I mean, you can use Codex as well, that's fine, or some other coding thing, but I just wanted to make sure that you know that whether you're attacking Polymarket, Hyperliquid, whatever you're building for, dude, at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to compete if you do this by hand. I was telling you about my friend who's a PhD, and they're telling him to use AI like a freaking Stone Age person, dude. It's crazy. IntelliSense. Fill in the rest of this code for me. No, dude, we use Claude Code. No, we don't copy and paste from ChatGPT. No way, dude. I think you get the point here. You can see I'm building out my second bot up in the top left. And here I'm working on this one as well. And then down here, I'm working on this liquidation map. Essentially, I can see everybody's liquidation points here. For example, I'm watching this Hyperliquid trade go on, and you can see there's a $1.1 million liquidation, a $1.5 million liquidation. So there are a good amount of people here on the chopping block that I'm just watching because I come up with new ideas, and then I go ahead and backtest those ideas, see if they work in the past. If they work in the past, hey, they might work in the future, so I build bots for them. And this is just literally my process I'm showing each and every day. Let's go ahead and see what she said here. Here's the full audit. 2 different APIs are in play. Moondev API, okay. And then you can see this is where I get rate limited every once in a while. So I want to go ahead and fix that. Pulled every 15 seconds continuously. Live price all mids. Used for fresh trader. Okay. Why you're getting rate limited? Hyperliquid rate limits your IP. Yes, that's exactly what it does. Both harming that. The fix you're describing, move both Hyperliquid direct calls to the moondev API. Yes, let's do that because I have the API. Fresh lick data. You have the API as well. So before I touch the code, does moondev API already have exposed live price? Go ahead and answer that question for yourself about those 2 things. Or the one thing about the fresh price, I'm pretty sure it does. Look at moondev.com/docs and then answer that, and then go ahead and change it. I'll look into refreshing the lick prices faster, but I don't really think that's the problem. I think the lack of connection is the problem.
You had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going.
I'm going to just keep going.
Keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end. Okay, so we shipped another bot here, the Weather Ensemble OG. So let me put it on the list here because now I've shipped 2 different bots here, and I'm working on the 3rd. So you can see how much quicker this is. All 5 scenarios behave exactly right. No orders placed. Okay, beautiful. And down here, she's fixing that. So the Ensemble probability edge built to mirror the Weather No OG exactly so you can clone it. Okay, how it picks a trade. P equals yes. Fraction equals 119 members whose rounded high lands in that bucket. So old bot is 1 forecast. Now it's 119. A distribution of 119. Heuristic buckets 1 through 3 per degrees Celsius. Old would be no side. Now it's yes and no. Don't love it. And now it's using fractional Kelly sizing. Okay. So let's see here. what she did over here. So WTA managed. Okay, that's 3 bots for Polymarket, dude. So 3 Polymarket bots in the matter of, I don't know how long this has been, but I think that's enough. You get the point. So much love to you.